This gentleman has 28 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, with 17 knockouts. The former World Boxing Council Light Heavyweight Champion, the former World Boxing Association Junior Heavyweight Champion. He is ranked #1 by the International Boxing Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Camden Buzzsaw, Dwight Muhammad Qawi. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with the blue trim, along with the white lettering. He weighed in at an even 187 pounds. This young man is undefeated in 16 professional bouts with 12 knockouts. The 1984 Olympic bronze medalist. He is the current World Boxing Association Junior Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the International Boxing Federation Cruiserweight Champion, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Here is Evander Real Deal Holyfield. Holyfield.
Okay, gentlemen, familiar with the rules of this training, and before we got over, do you have any questions? Okay, that's good. I want you to remember 2 things. Number 1, defend yourselves at all times. Please obey my commands. Shake hands and come out of the belt.
Former heavyweight fighter Randy Newman, the referee. Scoring in New Jersey, 10-point mush system. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. The bell cannot save a fighter except in the last round. As you look at the average punches per round in the first fight, the punching was at a more furious pace than the average lightweight fight. It was incredible. And here we go, round 1. It is scheduled for 15. This is for the IBF Cruiserweight Championship. Evander Holyfield in the black trunks with the blue trim. Dwight Muhammad Qawi in the white trunks with the black trim. Holyfield, 16-0 with 12 knockouts, has found a way to erase the bitter memory of being disqualified of the semifinals of the '84 Olympics on that controversial call, and was forced to settle for the bronze medal. And Qawi, 28-4-1 with 17 knockouts, rated #1 by the WBA, #3 according to the IBF. A 2-time former world champ who says he has only 1 goal to regain the title from Evander Holyfield.
Well, he certainly started out that way. He threw a few home run, long looping hooks. They landed glancingly off of Holyfield's shoulder and gloves. Did no damage, but certainly were frightening looking punches.
Holyfield has defended the WBA junior heavyweight title a couple of times against Henry Tillman and Ocasio. Has defended his IBF cruiserweight title once versus Ocasio. All told, 3 title defenses. And this is his first fight after beating Qawi in his first fight. He KO'd Michael Brothers in the 3rd round in Paris, but it was not a title fight. Qawi's last fight, August the 15th in Saint-Tropez, the 6th round KO over Leroy Murphy. On that same card, Holyfield defended by beating Ocasio.
Good counterpunch by Holyfield right now. It's both been taking up on round 16. This is just a continuation of what they did before, a little slower than they had before. Holyfield's got more experience now. He's pacing himself, moving, giving him angles, not standing still as he did in that first fight, willing to exchange blows. This time he's boxing a little bit more cleverly. He is giving him the difficult angles, so taking away that long looping hook of Dwight Qawi's.
Combination by Holyfield. We showed you that graphic before. The average number of punches in the first fight. Look perhaps for fewer punches from Holyfield, but a better connection percentage tonight. More efficiency in the first fight, over 2,300 punches combined. There's a left jab as Holyfield doubles up, but not having that much impact.
White always difficult to hit. He just gets down in that crouch and it just looks like you got him and you don't. It's like Ali said about Frazier. Boy, it looks like his head is there, but it's not there when you go punch.
A fire plug, a squat walking banger. And he loves to pound the body and has tremendous head movement. We head for the bell.
Holyfield unofficially, let us say throughout this bout, because one never knows till the fight's over with. In my opinion, it was a close round. Remember that Qawi is doing the leading. He is doing the moving forward. He is carrying the fight and bringing the fight to Holyfield. That's worth points. Holyfield's brilliant defense thus far earns him points. And the heavier punches and more accurate punches were landed by Holyfield. He is evading that long looping hook. As Georgie Benton told him, leaning in and with motion. Keep doing what you're doing. That's the way that Georgie Benton put it succinctly.
Round 2 scheduled for 15. Evander Holyfield 100% business in the ring. His big weapon, the big right jab, not a showboat. Qawi shows a little more flash, but not really a bully in the ring. Holyfield likes to rely on his quickness more than anything else. Very fast for a big man.
Surprising thing here is that Qawi did not take up the prescription from that last fight and go right to the body and pound the sides. He's been trying to land that long looping punch, which Holyfield, stepping down and stepping into it, is avoid. Just watch how many times he throws that overhand right hand and has not yet to figure that he's got to go to the body with it.
And Holyfield likes to fight the outside, step in with a combination, then move away if he has his way.
When you see a very tall man and a very short man fight, the most intelligent thing that a short man can do is jab to the body. He's just started to pick on that. He's been doing it 3, 4, 5 times. You can step in, jab to the body, and cover up before the other guy gets a punch off. It's the only way he can jab with Holyfield.
And Bernie, Qawi sort of dares you by sticking the chin out.
He's tough. I mean, he almost says there's nothing you can do to me to hurt me. So go ahead and throw whatever you got. Here's my chin. And that's discouraging.
Loves to throw hooks, has a solid right, but now Holyfield pressing the attack. He's got Qawi against the ropes.
But he's not even in a remote small amount of trouble. It's just a little tempest in a teapot. Successfully dodged all the bullets. He's back on the attack, backing up Holyfield.
A short-lived flurry that got a rise from the crowd.
When you have two guys of this equal caliber and they start getting off bombs, the crowd gets right into this fight.
Holyfield, the first of the Olympic class of '84 to win a professional world title. Qawi, meanwhile, turned pro at 25. No amateur experience. Took him just 3.5 years to capture the title. Of course, he got his experience at Rahway State Prison, where he served 5.5 years. Here is Holyfield. Again on the attack as round 2 ends. And they continue to go at it after the bell. And the referee, Randy Newman, has to step between.
And that's what you need a big referee for. Randy is a good heavyweight. He stepped right in between, took control. Excellent work by the referee, Randy Newman.
We don't need that again, right?
Now, word of warning to each corner. Hey, behave yourselves. You got plenty of time for 3 minutes to fight. Don't be fighting in that minute in between.
All right.
Watch this end of the round action. When the blood is up and the punches are flying, you sometimes don't hear that bell.
Needless to say, we don't need that again, were the words of referee Randy Newman in the corner of Qawi.
Look at the way, the size of Randy Newman, his ability to control these big men. That's what you need in a referee.
Let's go. Come on.
Randy Newman, who once fought Jerry Quarry and lost on a cut. That may have been his biggest encounter to this point as you look at the CompuPunch stats. Again, Holyfield with the edge there, but now, welcome to the second war between these two guys.
Absolutely. First round was feeling out kind of thing, and second round was war was declared. And we're back to where we were before.
Picking up where they left off. Indeed, round 3 scheduled for 15. The IBF Cruiserweight title, the champion of the black trunks, Evander Holyfield, and looking to get it back to the man in the white, Dwight Muhammad Qawi.
Are we willing to give up these rounds if he inflicts the punishment that he needs to slow down Holyfield for the later rounds when Qawi is brutal?
Purdy, do you sense a genuine dislike between these two fellows?
Well, I think that's in the character of the fight. It's a one-way street. Dwight comes from the tough University of Rahway State Penitentiary. You don't learn to love your fellow man in there. And when he came out, he brought that toughness with him. Holyfield's one of these athletes. He leaves it all out. The difference is one man hates the other, and the other guy could care less. He's there to box.
Qawi learned his fighting in the streets of Camden and then Rahway State Prison in the gym, a product of a broken home.
Boy, when Holyfield triggers off a counter punch, and here comes Qawi back.
Qawi with a combination to the head of Holyfield. The Camden buzzsaw. He's got his supporters here in Atlantic City.
When Holyfield triggers off a punch, it's short and sweet.
Now Holyfield with Qawi in the corner. Qawi comes away smiling. There was a heavy right, a solid right by Holyfield to the top of Qawi's head.
Oh, what a tough man is Dwight Qawi. He takes those punches, he smiles, he comes back. He knows all he needs is one good shot to make Holyfield feel it.
A bruising affair here, round 3. The general perception is that Qawi's been around forever, but he got such a late start. 25 years of age, he's been around for 9 years.
Well, he was fighting with some very competent boxers in Rahway. When they say he had no amateur careers, when you fight with James Scott every day, you get a university education.
A short, crisp combination by Holyfield that landed. Qawi comes battling back. Final seconds, round 3.
Qawi getting his punches in just like he wants.
And then Holyfield finishes with a flurry. Again, a smile.
Even round in which Dwight Qawi got Holyfield to commit to a fight in the trenches, where Qawi is the best.
Round 4 scheduled for 15, the IBF Cruiserweight Championship here on Showtime. The pace has been wild, just as in the first fight.
Holyfield going back into his boxing bag. A little movement, showing the angles, jabbing, knowing that Dwight Qawi can only get frustrated with this kind of fighting. It's not his style. He doesn't want to fight this way.
Holyfield to the body and the head of Qawi. Some vicious punches being thrown. Holyfield with an expression of anger on his face. That right, a glancing blow by Qawi, no effect.
He just keeps throwing that big looping right hand. One wonders what's going to happen if it ever lands flush. Because at this early part of this fight, he's putting everything he's got in. That's a home run swing that he's got there.
In the first encounter, Qawi scored early and often with bruising body shots, you may recall. Wild miss there by Qawi. Holyfield survived the early barrage. Boxed wisely, came on strong from the 6th round on, dominating the later rounds.
In that fight, Holyfield ran out of gas. Oh!
Qawi is down!
That was a good, sharp hook. I don't think that Dwight is hurt as much as he was just crouching down when he got hit. It doesn't look like he's hurt.
A flash knockdown, round 4 for Evander Holyfield.
Certainly enough time left for Evander to put some hurt on him. Under a minute left to go.
Now Qawi trying to storm back. A wild miss and he goes down again. Qawi is down on his stomach. It's all over.
He's getting up. He's over. It's over. He cannot get up. He stayed, looked at the doctor right in the face, shook his head, and that was the end of that. Holyfield in a knockout at 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the 4th round.
We'll take a look at the first knockdown in round 4. This one sent Qawi reeling to the seat of his pants. He got up quickly. And then to the second knockdown, the one that put Qawi away. Just when it looked as if Qawi might be coming back from the first knockdown, boom, down he goes again. We'll take a look from another angle of that second and final knockdown by Evander Holyfield. The enormous power behind those punches. And that was it.
The time of this bout, 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the 4th round, and the winner by a knockout, and still the International Boxing Federation Cruiserweight Champion, Evander Real Deal Holyfield. Holyfield. And have a nice round of applause for Dwight Muhammad Qawi. Let's hear it for him. Nice throw, please.
So Evander Holyfield